you're a perennial gardener heading off on a vacation this summer, you might be wondering what you need to do to keep those perennials alive and thriving while you're gone. Well, the good news is that perennials, as a rule, don't need that much care for the sake of just a week or two's break, not in the way that a vegetable garden or an annual garden would. So your number one thing is going to be to water before you go as close to your departure as you can get. So say the night before or the morning of, depending on your departure time. Give them a good thorough soaking. And most perennials will actually go a week to 2 weeks and maybe even a little bit more without additional watering. So if you're going much beyond that, you might want to call in a house sitter or a plant sitter, someone to come in and give some water to your plants. It's a good idea if you're doing that to string out whatever you have for irrigation, whether it's overhead sprinklers or better yet even soaker hoses or drip irrigation, which will be a more targeted approach that's healthier for your plants as well. And a couple other tips are just, take a look around, see what the insects are doing before you go, because what's a small problem when you leave could be a really bad infestation by the time you get back. And then take a look for signs of disease too. If it looks like you have some fungal disease or something like that setting in, maybe give things a hit with something like neem oil, which will also give your plants some protection against those fungal diseases and some other diseases. So, just set them up well, because you're going to be gone for a couple of weeks, and by the time you get back, you're probably going to have some other priorities that need to be tended to before you can get back out in your garden. But overall, follow along, read the article, see the other tips and tricks that are in there, and just, make sure you've got good basic care, and your perennials should be alive and thriving for you when you come home. Have a great vacation.